In youth culture, most fashion can be described and divided along musical lines. Each genre comes with its own uniform, from metal to hip-hop. But in rollerblading, the aesthetic crosses cultural lines, blending influences from many different areas. The finished product can vary in flavor, from light on the hip-hop to heavy on the metal. But at the end of the day, once 8 wheels are added to the equation, it's all just variations on a theme, and the look is distinctly rollerblading.
I've been preaching for a long time about fashion, and I think that my theory is that you can only skate as good as you look. In order for skating to look good, you have to look proper. You have to be well-dressed. There's a thing called style. The judges judge on style, and the way you dress, believe it or not, plays a big part in the game.
I guess fashion would fit in it, like, it's just like going to school, you know what I mean? Like, or anywhere, like, if you don't have an outfit that looks good or whatever, then you're not really gonna skate well. You know, you like to wear clothes that you're comfortable in. You don't have to necessarily wear, like, what the mainstream is.
There's a lot to be said about wearing certain clothes that kind of make the style of skating look a little better. When you take people like Justin Latimer or someone like that in their baggy clothes, when they really get down on a trick and they get low on their sole foot, it tends to make the trick look even a little bit lower, makes the sport look a little better.
But you can bet the sport's going to be looking pretty good here in Milwaukee, a specially made street course just for this event with some new aspects, including the long rail. We've got 11 skaters here in the final. We had a tie for 10th going in after the prelims. Ryan Dawes rounding it out. Up first, Eric Shrine, the veteran.
You mentioned this custom-built street course. Well, it's going to lend itself to these real street skaters out here. Guys like Eric Shrine from Escondido, California. Came out with that nice line, launching off the quarter pipe to soul grind. Now working his way towards that kink rail. Another area where these street skaters can excel as he goes topside soul through the kink. True spin, alley-oop Mizu.
Looking like his back foot was kind of rolling on top of the platform.
But staying on his feet, so it's not going to hurt his line too much. Don't even know if the judges caught that one. Going soul grind up across the quarter pipe, find a unique way around the course, and then 540 all the way over that pyramid box.
That's totally blind. That's not your standard pyramid. It's not symmetrical, so you can't see the landing.
Eric going clean and smooth with the Soyal, hitting every single rail and ledge box out there. He's a sentimental favorite. He's been in the game for a long time. A lot of people will cite Eric Shrine as their favorite skater if you ask them. Solid first run from Eric Shrine.
Shrine coming out with more consistency than you normally see in a competition run. Check this out, going from one small launch to the other, actually clearing the landing. Super difficult. He's rewarded at 83. What a great run score.
When we come back, we're going to take a look at the history of fashion in rollerblading. It hasn't always been pretty, and more from Summerfest.
The ASA Pro Tour is brought to you by Paul Mitchell, Professional Salon Products. Got a problem? See your hairstylist. By L2 Jeans, altitude tested by Team L2. And for the latest on skating, check out asaskate.com. Feed your habit.
The world's best skaters travel all around the world on the ASA Pro Tour, but one place they come back to every year for good reason, Summerfest.
Just like any other fair, it's just a cool place to have a contest. Lots of people are here, and you just finish skating, then go on some rides.
I have to say we don't have anything this wild in Australia, but it's pretty cool.
The street course in Milwaukee with its real street flavor inspired a lot of great sessioning leading up to the finals.
I'm not really proud of what I'm about to say right now, but when we started back in, some of the videos we made were like Mad Beef, one of the bigger ones in the industry, and I was a complete dork. Like, I wore 2 sets of knee pads, a flyweight helmet on street, shorts, they call them shants.
I think the big pants, definitely really funny, and also people used to have the big old chain wallets, things like that. It was more like the punk rock style back then when no one knew about skating, so it was, you're trying to be different, you know, trying to look different and stuff, so I think that'll never come back in style again.
You know, in 10 years' time, we'd probably look back on today and think it was funny, you know, like, who knows what we're going to be doing.
My style's changed over the years. I mean, skating went from wearing the biggest pants you could find to now wearing more relaxed fit jeans and khaki pants, maybe a pair of black pants. Usually when I skate, I'll go out, I'll wear my black pants, maybe a red t-shirt with a white undershirt, or a black t-shirt with a white undershirt. It's definitely kind of color coordinated.
Jason Stinsman with a little bit of confidence. Here's another guy who's never had a problem with confidence or talent.
See, Aaron's wearing blue dungarees and a black t-shirt. No, seriously, Aaron came out with a great run. But you see, he was having a problem with this all week and kept landing near the edge on that transfer.
Sam Fogarty was just in the groove in the prelims. He could not hit the kind grind. Over and over and over, 4 times he tried this trick. It ate him in run number 1. A 9.25, you know he's going to throw that one out.
Jason Stinsman's been one of the most exciting rookies on tour this season with tricks like that. Forward 900 over the box. Using every obstacle out there, even that huge rail, the real street rail, frontside royale all the way down, and nose pick 540 over the box.
Ryan Dawes stoked to be in the final, skated as if he owned the course, using everything and getting creative, doing some things nobody else did, like the big 360 wall ride.
We're chilling here at the Milwaukee skate competition. We're looking for the best dress and the worst dress.
Best watch yourself. When we come back, the fashion police are on alert. Plus more of round number 1. Welcome back to Summerfest. One thing is for certain. Skaters are individuals. They don't go out and try to conform. Over the past, as inline skating has tried to garner its own sort of identity, that's not it. That used to be it, not so pretty, but now it's starting to mature. And as it has, we've taken a couple of our rogue professionals, style leaders, and set them loose on Summerfest in this week's not-so-serious Tricktionary to show you what's up.
Yo, what's up? This is Josh Petty. John B. We're chilling here at the Milwaukee skate competition. We're looking for the best dress and the worst dress. We're gonna help all you kids out there try and get down with the dress style of the ASA skaters. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to dress, we'll show you how.
People say we look alike, I don't know.
Is this Gucci?
Oh, yeah, it is. I'm a brand name guy.
That's you.
I don't know nothing about style.
Okay.
Some people
Yeah, hey, brother. Hey, brother. We're standing here with Keith from Milwaukee native. Native?
No.
I like the skater shirts. Yeah, I like the skater shirts too.
What do you like?
Skater shirts.
What do you like?
Rollerblader shirts.
Yeah, you got a skater shirt. Sucks. We got a good kid here, good kid. So this is Randy from Milwaukee and John B. So what kind of style do you like?
Manson and big pants.
Big pants. See, that guy right there? You can't dress like that. What would you say your style was? What would you call it?
I have absolutely no idea.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
This is the absolutely no idea
good,
style.
As long as it's kind of tight, you know.
See, that guy right there? You can't dress like that.
Mila Mason.
Mila Mason, country shirt, got the country glasses, country food stains.
Yeah. Oh.
See, this is a style right there that you need to have if you're a girl.
I like big name designer stuff. You know?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But plain and simple.
She's going big names. She's got the D&G.
We've got an industry full of companies pushing the rollerblading aesthetic. Josh Petty shows you how you do want to dress. Josh Petty and Chris Garrett show us some of the latest inline fashions.
We've been walking around this place and like we haven't seen one person that has a nice style. So be careful how you dress.
Matt Salerno never worries really what he looks like, except for when he's skating. Tries to let his skates do the talking.
Big 540, straight into the grind, showing you in just one line how he puts it together, mixing all the elements.
Helped him become the winningest skater in the sport so far. Was in second until Blake Dennis bumped him out.
Blake Dennis always manages to find creative lines no matter what the course, showing some technicality as well. True spin, alley soul, perfect mix between creativity and technicality moves him into second.
And Mike Budnick, who's been a little bit criticized on street for doing really basic tricks, tried to get a little bit more technical. There, the nice 540, then spinning up with the Royale up on top, 270 down. That was good enough so far for 6th place. Eric Shrine still leads the way at the end of one. Feinberg all the way back down in 8th.
You're watching the ASA Pro Tour. Don't go anywhere.
Blaring to let people know what you're into. So a more practical way to communicate our taste and interest is through the clothes that we wear. And that way our fashion becomes a billboard for the things that we're into.
Like the way people dress like plays a big part. Because like skating, like they see like Josh Petty, the way he dresses like hip hop, and the kids see that, so they of course look up to him. They're like, that's cool. They want to dress like that.
Style goes by who's good, you know, who's ripping it, who's doing the stylish tricks. And what they're wearing is what kids emulate.
I think definitely people express themselves by the way they dress, because some people like can't just outright say what's on their mind, you know. Like you can wear things that mean a lot.
Well, making a difference, Jason Stinsman, the rookie. He knows what he wants to look like. He knows how he wants to skate. And so far this season, he has been executing.
Already had a great first run. Came out in the second round with a lot of energy, a lot of adrenaline. See him charging his way around the course, 540s everywhere, and then raising a level 900 over the pyramid box. It was just a 540 in the first round. And still talking about that energy level as he goes frontside Royale through the kink. And then soul grind all the way across the box. Remember, you got to show some technicality as well. You can't just do all these stunts.
And finishing it off, Jason Stinsman getting upside down with the old school Misty, bumping Blake Dennis out of second.
Blake Dennis, he's a little genius. He's very smart, very mature for his age, and you can see that in the way he skates.
So talented, such a good guy. Blake Dennis is this week's subject on Profiles, brought to you by L2.
I think it sucks when people just like say they criticize someone for not skating real street or skating vert, not doing the cool tricks. I think it's cool when just people like do what they want. I just found something that I love doing.
Like this when the law said let it be light. He also definited poetical brothers with mics for whoever had the skills to possess the gift, combinated with the flavor, and it go like this. Tuna fish,
amphibian citizen with the lesson plan, cashier at the J5 concession stand.
I kill.
I just try to have fun everywhere I go. Like last year I was more concentrating, like I just wanted to do well in competitions and stuff like that. I want to do well this year. I just want to have heaps of fun. Something like a year that I can just remember, you know.
And together, we show you how to improvise, reminiscent of the wild style 75, consistent brothers on the mic, occupying the drum, taking 4 MCs to make them sound like one.
I don't think it matters if you're skating around the block or to the shop or vert street, anything. I think it's all the same, and that's what I love doing, just rolling.
I'm a pop giant robot and stomp your whole spot, keep your whole crew, the bunch of no knots, dissect you from the inner, then declare myself the winner. Once the style clears, you'll be
real life in the I'm tuning the black jaw contractor, attacking your back door. You're trapped in my trash compactor. Move back, more smooth as the law. The trap door that's causing the cat jaw for brothers who rap more.
So many top 5 finishes for Blake Dennis over the past 3 years. Suffered an ankle break in the offseason this year. Tough break for him, but he is back.
Looks to be recovering nicely. Came in fakey to that 270 topside acid. Continues to work his way around the course, utilizing every obstacle. And in creative ways, 720 acid drop. That 720 is a hard rotation to get around, especially without benefit of a transition or anything. Surprised that he was able to do that. Mid-vert over that big launch box. And setting up for that rail. Unfortunately, not able to land it. A difficult trick. He did it in the first round, no problem. He was going true spin, topside alley-oop soul.
Little 540 there. Just keeps moving the entire time. Tries to get milk every second out of his run. Running out of time.
Look at this 720. It's 2 full rotations. You see a lot of people do 540s like that, but you rarely see a 720. It's so hard to get it around.
Blake Dennis moves up to second place, so we've got a Californian and an Australian. It's time for Texas when we come back. It has all the info of all the shows coming up, including Woodward Vert on the 2nd, Woodward Street on the 8th. The best facility in the world hosts the best skating.
There's a difference between the way we dress and normal, the people that don't skate. It's almost like a mini culture, like we have our own language and our own style of the way we dress.
Whatever is like really you, that's what you should rock, because then when you skate, it portrays you the best.
I just want our sport to look clean and professional and try to move away from the absurd big and the absurd small and just kind of look good.
Back on the Summerfest street course, Jeremy Penachini 1 year ago at this exact location really started letting everybody take notice. He had his best finish of the year.
This year comes out like a negative print from last year. Jeremy finishing low in the order. Luis Zamora came out and skated great, as he's known to do. Some signature Luis Zamora tricks. He goes alley-oop topside Porsar all the way around the bowl. We saw a few tricks as impressive as that one.
Nobody dominated the bowl better than Luis Zamora. Eric Schrine's second run didn't quite go as well as his first. Coming out big at the beginning and missing. He put together enough good tricks, but he'll stick with his first run score, which keeps him in the lead.
Randy Marino representing Texas. I'm rooting for this kid. Huge 360 that started out, and then the stunts really never stopped coming. Randy is really starting to make a name for himself this year on the Pro Tour. He's been making a lot of finals recently. And now here he had a good shot at making top 5, even top 3. But the judges only thought it was good enough for 5th.
Randy Marino, I think, suffering a bit, as does Ryan Dawes, from the anonymity factor with the judges.
That's true. As much as we like to think that the judges are objective, it does help when they've seen these guys. Ryan Dawes and Randy Marino now trying to pay their dues, so to speak. Ryan Dawes came out with a fantastic run, 360 to wall ride. A lot of energy, a lot of big stunts, taking risks in this run. And he managed to stay on his feet throughout.
Look at the energy of this run, just hauling all the way around the course. He had worked out a great line. He knew exactly where he was going to go.
Ryan Dawes setting up fakey for that launch box out of Plano, Texas. Launching disaster kind grind. We've already seen him go true spin alley-oop Mizu over there on that bowl corner. So a lot of variation in the tricks. Difficult grinds, big stunts from Ryan Dawes, putting together a great, great run. Trying to catch his breath, setting up for one last stunt, it looks like.
Yeah, speaking of stunts, Ryan had talked about trying to go all the way up on the railing. There it is. Sick. That's a 6-foot wide platform. That railing's another good 4 feet up. Launching up to stall. Check this out.
Launching all the way out of the quarter pipe, as you mentioned, clearing a lot of distance, and it's high stakes trying to balance up there on the railing. You can see stoked.
Ryan Dawes moves up to second place, 79.75. Now, Aaron Feinberg, this is not a position he's in very often. He's sitting in 10th place, playing a little catch-up.
Sven's not here. Jaron's not here. It's a great opportunity for Aaron. He seemed to be taking advantage of it. Qualified for first coming into the finals. Has a great line. But here in the second round,
he had it going until here.
Yeah, he needed a great run, and that one hurt him. You see him trying to launch all the way over the box. We saw Eric Shrine do a similar line, 540, but Aaron not able to land it and tweaked his knee, it looked like, on the landing.
So Aaron Feinberg does not find himself in the medals. As the judges take a look at the iBook, here's how it finally comes out. Eric Shrine, the gold medalist, sentimental favorite. Milwaukee's been known to have sentimental favorites on street. Some great skating for him, and he was rewarded. If you look back, lots of energy in the first round, the big fakie 5 to start things off, the top sole. Good variety and great consistency up and over with the big 540.
Eric Shrine, I remember competing against you on the Pro Tour back in 1994. Now, this is your first Pro Tour victory ever. Does it make it sweeter waiting that long?
Yeah, I guess, like, I mean, I was never really, like, I don't know, the skater to go out and, like, always try to win, but, I mean, it feels good, so I'm stoked.
Well, you've always been a street legend, but now you've finally won a competition, and you've done it in your parents' hometown. Your family's from this area. Does that make it even nicer also?
Yeah, it's so good. Like, I was just with my uncle 2 nights ago, and we went out and had some fun, and it was really good. I'm glad, like, I could go home and tell my mom, and she'll be stoked.
All right, well, congratulations. We couldn't have picked a better guy to win it. Eric Shrine, street victor.
Sick indeed, and Ryan Dawes, after the contest was over, stepped it up. Little Texas one-upmanship.
That's right, bonus footage for the crowd.
Ryan Dawes, pretty stoked to be in the top 3. Congratulations to him and all the other skaters. Another ballistic street comp. Special thank you to everybody who made this event possible at Summerfest. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com.